This is Miss Callie. She's come for some training this morning with Jack Richards of Privileged Pets. And Jack is going to motivate Callie using some yummy treats. Jack, what are you using there?
This is some Bill Jack. But the important thing is to remember is that feeding time, that's training time. So what you're doing now is putting the dog into hunt drive. They have to think and problem solve. They have to process their environment. They have to gather information from me to get something that I have. What I'm doing with the clickers, I'm just marking. See? They seem to learn faster too if you move around. And as we're playing this game, I'm always moving. Click means food. That means that's not going to work. Just stay right there. Again, I'm not trying to hide the food. I'm not trying to hide the reward. You know I have it. It's right here, but what do you have to do? All she has to do is sit on the table. Stay on the table. What the table does, it gives her a clearly defined boundary, a reference. And you can use a rug, a dog bed, a towel. I like the table because it elevates them up off the ground, so they have a distinct, clearly defined boundary. See, look at all the behaviors that she's trying. There we go. What I want her to do is sit. Important thing to remember is you have about 1.5 seconds.
And then what happens? They just go off somewhere else?
After 1.5 seconds, the dog doesn't associate what they did that brings on the reinforcer. So if I wait longer than 1.5 seconds, when I'm initially teaching a new behavior, it takes a little longer because the dog doesn't know what they did to make it click. The click is just a marker. Let me see if I can get her to learn a new behavior here real quick. Something as simple as stare at me. What I want her to do is make eye contact. So as soon as she makes eye contact, I mark that with the clicker. Now she's trying down. See, she hasn't quite figured out yet what I'm asking from her.
How do you like that little back bark?
As she starts to figure out that the behavior that I'm looking for is the eye contact, that's what makes it click, she'll start repeating that behavior more often and faster. Now there you go. She's trying to bark. Will that get it to click? So it's just marking behaviors. Marking the instant that the dog does something. I keep my hands up so they can move their eyes on an even plane. They don't have to look up, then down, then up, then down. So I'm helping the dog. The idea is by helping the dog, if you help the dog, he eventually learns properly. Look at me. The game is just look at me. I don't care if you lay down, I don't care if you sit, I don't care if you stand. Just look at me. Callie. Look at me. No, not the bark. She'll repeat the bark now, watch. See?
And that's the problem that we do have at our house, is a lot of the barking to get what she wants.
Sit. There you go. Well, barking, that's when you mark the barking. No. No means sit. Sit. She's kind of losing interest right now, so we want to give her a little break. Come here, Callie. Good. Sit. We're going to change the picture a little bit. Very good.